This is Arithmetic Fluency 5. So you can see the numbers here. We have 541 and 295. If we look at the tens, we can see that we're going to need to regroup. So let's look at the column method for addition. So 1 add 5 is 6. Then in the tens, we have 4 add 9. We can switch, so it's 9 add 4 equals 13. If we think about the actual place value, so these are tens, 40 add 90 equals 100. So 1 goes into the hundreds place, and 30. So 3 goes into the tens place. Then we have 5 add 2 equals 7. Add 1 more is 8. 836. And the next question is subtraction. We have 831 minus 627. Make sure you line up the column carefully so the place value is correct. We have 831 minus 627. Now in the ones we have 1 minus 7, so we need to regroup here. We need to regroup the three tens. So we're going to have 2 tens over here and put one of those tens in there so it becomes 11. Then we can do 11 take away 7 equals 4, and 2 minus 2 is 0, and then 8 take away 6 is 2, 204. Number 3, we have something minus 73 equals 808. Now, we need to remember from last week, missing number at the beginning, do the inverse and you're winning. You need to be careful because it might not always be takeaway here, and sometimes the missing number is in different places, so we need to just make sure we always read the question. Here, the operation is subtract, so the inverse of that is add. We need to do 808 add 73. Let's use column method here. 8 add 3, that's 11, so we'll put 1 into the tens and 1 in the ones. 0 add 7, add 1 more is 8, and then the 800s, 881, so I'll write that here. Number 4, we have 50 add 89 add 50. So we're looking for complements here, or something that goes together to make our maths more efficient. So we can see 50 add 50 are complements to 100. So we have 100 add 89 equals 189. Number 5, we have 437 add 9. So we're going to round the 9 up to 10. So we say 437 add 10 equals 447. But then because we rounded 9 up to 10, we need to compensate. We need to take away 1 so that it's correct. So 447 minus 1 is 446. Now, we're also going to look at the think 10 method, 437 add 9. So if we're thinking 10, what goes with 7 to make 10 is 3. And this is a part-to-part whole. The whole is 9, one part is 3, so the other part needs to be 6. Then we can rename the sum as 437 add 3, which equals 440. Add on the extra, add on 6 equals 446. You can see we've got the same answer using both methods. That is the end of Arithmetic Fluency 5. This is Arithmetic Fluency 6. So question 1, we have 167 add 584. We can see from these numbers we will need to regroup, so let's use column addition. So 167 add 584. 7 add 4 is 11. Then we have 6 add 8 in the 10. So 6 add 8 is 14. Add 1 more, 15. Let's put it in like this, 100. 1 into the hundreds, 5 into the tens, and nothing into the ones. Because here, this isn't just 6 add 8, it's really 60 add 80, which equals 140. Add another 10 is 150. So we've got 1 in the hundreds, 5 tens, and no extra in the ones, 150. Then we have in the hundreds, 1 add 5 is 6, add 1 more, 7. So 7 in the hundreds, the answer is 751. Number 2, we have 354 minus 248. Okay, so let's do column subtraction. 4 minus 8. We need to regroup some of the tens. So 5, we'll keep 4 tens here in this place, in the tens place, and put one of those tens here to make 14 ones. So 14, take away 8 is 6. We know that from just up here when we had 6 add 8 equals 14. So 14 take away 8 equals 6. Then we have 4 minus 4 is 0. And 3 minus 2 is 1. The answer is 106. Number 3. We have something add 26 equals 179. Now I wonder if anyone has fallen into the trap here because it's different. So this time it's something add 26 equals 179. So if we have an add here, the inverse is take away. So you can see here, if you did this, it's not going to be add. We are taking away this time. So it's going to be 179 minus 26. We're looking at how we do the inverse. It's an add, so we say 179 minus 26 will tell us our missing number. So we have to do 9 take away 6 equals 3, 7 take away 2 equals 5, and we have 1. The answer is 153. We could then check that by calculating 153 add 26, and we can see that equals 179, so we know it's correct. Number 4, we have 30 add 44 add 70. We can see complements to 100 here. 30 and 70 make 100. Add 44 equals 144. Number 5, 613 add 9. So we'll round the 9 up to 10. We'll say 613 add 10 equals 623. But then because we rounded the 9 up to 10, we need to take 1 away to adjust it. So 623 minus 1, 622. Now let's use the think 10 method. So 613 and 9. Right, we want to first make up to 10. So 3 and 7 makes 10. And then the whole number is 9. So if we've got 7, we need 2 in this part. 7 add 2 equals 9. Then we can rename the sum. So 613 add 7 is going to make us up to the next 10 from 613, which is 620. Then we need to add on the extra. So we need to add 2 equals 622. You can see we got the same answer with both methods. That is the end of Arithmetic Fluency 6. This is Arithmetic Fluency 7. The first question that we have is 174 add 131. So let's look at those numbers. We will be needing to regroup here if we look at the 10s. So 174 add 131. 4 add 1 equals 5. Now 7 add 3 makes 10. So if it was 70 add 30, it will be 100. So 1 into the hundreds and 0 in the tens and 0 in the ones as well. Then we have in the hundreds 100, another 100 and another 100. So 3 hundreds. So it equals 305. Number 2, subtraction. 263 minus 173. Again, if I look at the tens, we will need to regroup. So 3 minus 3 is 0. 6 minus 7. Right, what we need to do is regroup this 200 so we can use some of those hundreds to help us. So we'll keep 1 in the hundreds, put 1 here. Then we have 16 take away 7. So 16 take away 7 is 9. Then we have 1 take away 1 is nothing. So the answer is 90. Number 3. So same as yesterday, we've got an add here now. Something add 12 equals 535. So I've left this blank this time so we don't fall into the trap again. What is the inverse of addition? It is subtraction. So we need to do 535 minus 12. Make sure you think about the place value when you're putting 12 in. It's 1 10 and 2 1s. So now 5 take away 2 equals 3, 3 take away 1 is 2, and 5 take away nothing, we still have 5, so 523. Number 4, we have 20, add 38, add 80. So let's look at what we have. We have 20 and 80 today, complements to 100. Add 38 is 138. Number 5, 638 add 9. So let's do the rounding method, the compensating method first. 9, we can round up to 10. We can say 638 add 10, so just increasing the tens digit by 1 is 648. But because we rounded up to 10, we need to take away 1 to adjust it. 648 take away 1 is 647. Now the think 10 method, 638 add 9. So first we want to think 10. Well, 8 and 2 makes 10. Then we've got 2 and 7 makes 9. We can rename the sum. 638 add 2 is 640. Add 7 equals 647. We've got the same answer using both methods. That is the end of Arithmetic Fluency 7. This is Arithmetic Fluency 8. So our last fluency session of the week, and then we have an arithmetic quiz tomorrow. So number 1, we have 249 add 271. Let's use column method. 9 add 1 equals 10. Then we have 4 and 7 and 1. So let's switch it and say 7 add 4 is 11, add 1 more is 12. If we're thinking about the place value, 40 add 70 is 110, add 1 more 10, 120. So we can see clearly here how I've put in 1 in the hundreds, 2 in the tens, and 0 in the ones to show 120. Then the hundreds, we have 2, add 1, so 5 hundreds equals 520. Number 2, 453 minus 285. So 3 minus 5, we're going to need to regroup some of these 10s so that we can do that part. So we have 4 here and put 1 over here with the 3 so we can have 13. Then we can, much more easily, we can say 13 take away 5 is 8. Now 4 take away 8, right, we're going to now need to regroup the hundreds. So we'll regroup 400s, we'll keep 3 of them here, and we'll put 1 over here, so now we've got 14. So 14 take away 8 is 6. Then 3 take away 2 is 1, 168. Number 3, we have something, add 82 equals 204. So if this is an add, we need to do the opposite, the inverse, which is subtract. We do 204, subtract 82. So 4 take away 2 is 2. 0 take away 8. Right, we're going to need to regroup. These 200s, we'll keep 1 here, put 1 over here. Now we can now do 10 take away 8, which is much nicer. 10 take away 8 equals 2. And then 1 take away nothing, we still have 1 in the hundreds. So 122. Then we can check 122 add 82 equals 204. So that shows us that we're correct. Number 4, 90 add 23 add 10. So complements to 100, 90 and 10 make 100. Add on the 23 equals 123. Lastly, number 5, 873 plus 9. So let's round and say 873 plus 10 equals 883. Minus 1 equals 882. Next week, we'll do a slightly different version of this question because we've practiced this one a lot now. So 873 add 9. first we need to think 10. So 3 and 7 makes 10. 873 plus 7, and then we also have the extra part here because it's 7 and 2 make 9. So we can then rename the sum. Instead of 873 add 9, we can make 873 add 7, so we can make 880 this into 880. Here, add on the 2 equals 882. That's the end of Arithmetic Fluency 8.